guess what? I bought new games. So it's gaming pickups time. I got 5 new ones. 1 for Nintendo Switch and 4 for PlayStation 5. That's a lot of money down the drain. I could have used it for a gym membership or something. Would have been more useful cause I'm out of shape. Anyway, let's start with the Nintendo Switch game and get that out of the way. And I got Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Fuck is it with this plumber hating animals? He's fighting monkeys or lizards, and he's wearing all kinds of animal skins in games, raccoons, even fucking cats. Dude had a cat suit. I have cats. He comes near my cats, I'm gonna wear a plumber suit, like fucking Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, except I'm gonna have fake mustache and stupid overalls. I'm sorry, it's just animal cruelty, it gets me going. No wonder Peter got mad for Super Mario Bros. 3. Anyway, in this one, Donkey Kong steals a bunch of mini Marios, which are these Mario toys or something like that. Mario's trying to get them back, so in that sense it's kind of a valid reason to try to spank the monkey in this one. This one's kind of semi-platform, but also kind of semi-puzzle game, where the levels are usually like they're the size of the TVs. Well, they might be a little bigger than the TV screen, but you know, you have to figure out how to get to the goal. Find all the, I think it was keys or something. Yeah, there's always locked door and you have to find the key and get the door and open the door so you can advance to the next level. And once you've beaten like, I don't know, 7, 8, somewhere around there levels, then there's boss level. There was actually some bonus level on every world too. My memory is a bit hazy when it comes to this game, and I'm gonna explain why. And no, I wasn't drunk. I don't always drink. Shut up. You see, I bought this game. It was either 40, 45, somewhere around there, euros. Considering this game and how large it is, I might have been really pissed off. But then I got sick. I got the fever, cold, flu, something like that. So I decided to play this while I was under fever. And turns out this was just perfect game for that. It didn't really require too much, so me being half out of this world, it kind of fit me great in that situation. If I hadn't had fever, I would have played this just like regular when I was healthy and all. I would have probably been kind of pissed, cause like I said, this wasn't the largest game. Although once I beat it, there opened some extra worlds. I beat like 2 of those. I think there's like 1 or 2 more left. Yeah, I really didn't feel like playing those cause I was starting to get more healthy. It actually took me 2 nights to get to where I was, beat the story and beat a couple of the extra worlds, levels or whatever. So I'll say this, it was a fun game while it lasted, which wasn't for long, but still, I enjoyed my time. And especially, once I was sick, this was like the perfect game for that particular status of the body, of my body, being a bit sick. Overall, I'd say, if you can find this for like 15 or 20 bucks, maybe then go for it, but 40 is asking a lot. I mean, it doesn't really have that much going for it. Unless you're like really huge Mario or Donkey Kong or the best scenario fan of both, then yeah, sure, go for it, because, fans are crazy. Fans are also kind of stupid. I'm a fan of a lot of things, so I know fans are stupid. I can say that, god damn it. It's kind of fun for 1 or 2 nights, and especially if you're sick, but, if you're healthy and it's full price, I wouldn't say it's worth the money. Still enjoyable game, but just not quite worth the money. Next, we're moving on to my PlayStation 5 games, and let's get out of the way the one game I didn't actually play, which is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's the sequel to the remake. Or the remake was kind of like 1/3 of the first game. Now, the reason why I haven't played this, I kind of do want to play this, but I never beat the remake, the first part. I should have, but for some weird reason, the whole time I was playing that, I just kind of wanted to go back and play the original Final Fantasy VII for PlayStation 1. I loved that game. It's one of my all-time favorite games. The remake, it was good, but it just made me hungry for the past, and yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm just a little bit too nostalgic for rewarming of things from my childhood, but sometimes they work, and I'd say it was a great game, and I really want to try this, but I feel like I should install that, put it on story mode, and just run through the story so I could, feel good about starting this one, but I got so long, and I did so much, snooping around the corners in that one, I tried to find everything, but then at some point I just quit, and never got back to it. So, or maybe I should just watch the cutscenes from YouTube or something like that, just to catch up on how this ended and get it over with and start this one. I'm gonna pickle. I don't know how to advance from here. I want to play this, but at the same time, I feel kind of wrong playing this. Anyway, let's move on. I got nothing else to say because I didn't play this. Next game I got, I almost beat this. I need to go back to this. I started playing I think I started playing Dragon's Dogma 2. I didn't show this on that video because I really wanted to get through this before I show it, but I never got back to it, so it's here on this video. I actually bought this when this was released. I pre-ordered this. Son of a bitch. Shouldn't pre-order stuff, but this seemed like it was really interesting, so I did. I took a risk, and this wasn't full price game. It was 45 euros, and I'd say it was worth the gamble. The game is classified France 44. 44 means the year. It's Second World War. This was kind of a sure bet that I was gonna like this at least a little bit. And I did. I did like this. I did like this more than a little bit. I really enjoyed this. The reason why this was almost sure bet was that it's one of those strategic turn-based tactical game. Kind of like XCOM games, you know? You move your soldiers, you know, one by one on your turn, and you know, you might take a shot, you might take cover, or you know, stuff like that. You're trying to be strategic and tactical while you're doing that, you know? And if you followed me, you know, I love XCOM, you know, Jazzed Alliance. I still need to get Jazzed Alliance 3. Is that on consoles? But yeah, I'm a sucker for that kind of action games or strategic games, you know? It just, that's probably one of my favorite styles of games, you know? This one's kind of like XCOM Lite. Well, first of all, it's got a time limit. It's 50 days. This takes place during I think it was 50 days. Almost every day you have mission you can do, and you go there, and it's usually like a small area, much smaller than in XCOM, and pick your team who you want to put there, you know. You got, you know, snipers and recon dude, well, recon sniper, that's kind of the same, medics and saboteur, whatever, you know, guys with machine guns, support, and usually you can choose I think between 4 or 6, somewhere around there, and sometimes in certain levels you get some extra guy who's there who you're kind of trying to rescue or something. Usually you can then add them to your team. This is more about the battles, you know, you just have those and not that much of base building or researching stuff. So if you're into XCOM but you like more of the battles and not necessarily all the little fiddling shit, you know, you have to do with hire guys, build bases and research and do stuff like that, and you know, all the political stuff too that was in those. This is kind of more straightforward. You just want to get into action and do that kind of tactical turn-based stuff. In that sense, I really dug this, but it ain't no XCOM still. You know, XCOM is miles above this, but I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm a sucker for this type of gameplay. So XCOM, Jazzed Alliance, those are kind of the old ones, are kind of the kings of this category of games, this genre. And well, all the rest are just kind of trying to catch up, and while this doesn't catch up those, it was alright. I really enjoyed it. You like XCOM style turn-based strategic, you know, battles? Maybe give it a try. I need to go back. I think I had less than 20 days left, so I was really close to the end. So yeah, I liked it. Next game I got, I kind of actually wanted to buy this when PlayStation 5 was released, because this was one of the first games for the console, but I didn't. There was something else I got, and yeah, I think I was buying Xbox games too then, and Nintendo Switch games too, but this wasn't that interesting that I wanted to get it right then and there, so I ended up skipping it, although people really seemed to like this game, but now I got it. It was cheap. It was 10 or 15 euros, something like that, so I was like, well, I'm picking that shit up now. And it's Kena, Bridge of Spirits. Yeah, this one's kind of like a Zelda, the 3D Zeldas. Kind of similar type of game. Little bit of those, you know, or actually mostly taking stuff out of those games. Maybe a little bit from Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, the 3D platforming stuff, you know, the style, just overall. This doesn't really quite reach those games' heights, but it's still, I've really enjoyed this. In this one, you're that chick and you're trying to get rid of corruption in the world by using rot. You know, when something's rotting. I gotta be honest, first that sounded really fucking stupid. I mean, that sounded kind of like trying to fight against tooth decay by eating shit. I mean, little pieces of shit. Cause corruption and rot usually go hand in hand. All those cops movies, this city is corrupted and it's rotten to the core and blah blah blah. But then I decided to Google that shit cause it didn't make any sense to me, and turns out rot is actually when things decompose and starts to regrow and shit. So yeah, in that sense, yeah, it just kind of rots the corruption away, and kind of like metaphor for something like that. I ain't no gardener, so I don't know this shit, you know. I never never needed to rot my plants or anything. I don't know if that would... I don't fucking know. I don't have compost. Composts are things where you shove shit and it just decompose. Unless I'm way off. If there's any farmers out there, correct me. I'm always open to be corrected if I'm wrong. I might get pissed, but because nobody likes being corrected, but I'll be pissed and I'll learn something new. So I'll just call you all kinds of mean words in the comment section, but I've learned, so that's the most important thing. But yeah, pretty basic 3D platformer. You go around as this little girl here, and her name is Kenna. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but there are enemies, you need to fight. The combat, it felt, well, when this came out, I would have probably liked it more, but now I have the last game still, and after that game, the combat felt a little bit stiff in this one, so I wasn't enjoying it that much. Although now that I played more, I'm slowly getting more into it, but it was still good. It was still good, but it felt stiff compared to the next game I'm gonna show, which is the last game. You also do get like bows and shit while you're playing this. I played like 4 or 5 hours, something like that, so I've heard this is like 10 to 12 hour long game, so I'm probably close to halfway, somewhere around there. A lot of things to find, you find those little black guys. They're actually called rot, these little black gizmos. They're trying to help this village and find all the people who lived there, or their spirits. I really don't know what the deal is with this chick. I don't know if I missed something in the cutscenes, or maybe it's explained later, but it really went kind of light on her. Kind of like in Zelda games. They don't really like straightforward give you from the start what the hell Link's all about. Or I might have been high when I played those, or drunk. Or I played the wrong Zelda games. I don't know. I haven't played every Zelda game. I think this one kind of does the same thing in that sense. But still, I'm enjoying this. So far, I think it's solid 7 or maybe even 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it won best indie game, so that's something. You don't win that just by, sucking. Unless it's the adult film awards. Who am I kidding? People have won awards since the dawn of time by sucking off the judges. I do recommend it, especially if you can find it like 10 or 15 bucks like I did. It's cheap. It's good. And the last game I got has actually created a bit of controversy around internet and online and all around the gaming community and gaming journalism, game medias, let's just say that. I've also made a couple of short skits about this, just, I don't know, people fighting over video games, it's kind of stupid, but also I do get where both sides are kind of coming from, but yeah. Anyway, it's a controversial game, mostly because it has a really attractive female lead in it, and she's got great ass. Also, she's got great tits and great body, great face, great everything. Anyway, the game is Stellar Blade. Yeah, there's the whole woke versus anti-woke shit that's going on, and it's going on hard, at least in some parts of the internet. Most people probably don't even know about it, but I just kind of like to stay on the sidelines and follow it, I'm interested, It's kind of like watching a car crash. I actually had 2 reasons why I pre-ordered this. First, I wasn't even gonna probably buy this, because I heard it's Souls-like game. One of the reasons was because, well, people got mad, and I believe in creative freedom, you want to put hot supermodels in your games? Put hot supermodels in your games. You want to put people who look like horse's ass in your games? Put people who look like horse's ass in your game. I don't give 2 shits, as long as you remember to write the game, Good writing, good characters, all that shit, or at least good gameplay. And don't insult your audience out there on Twitter. People are doing that way too much, You don't like my game, you're this, and you don't like this, well, you're that, and blah blah blah. But that actually wasn't the main reason why I bought this. I'm probably the only one who noticed this. Quite a huge flaw in some people's views of the world, the gaming world at least. You see, the reason why I bought this game, there's been a lot of talk that this is Souls-like game. Now, what are Souls-like games known for? Being really difficult. And those people, those fans, those, like real hardcore Souls fans, they go beyond the goddamn edges of universe to defend that. Yeah, I get it, that's... to them, the appeal is that they're really hard, and the creators want to make those games, and they want to make those really hard. They don't want to put easy modes in them. I don't care. If I feel like I'm not going to be good at the game, I'm just not going to buy it. Although sometimes I do. Like, I did get Bloodborne, and Demon's Souls was my first time, and I didn't make it that far. Bloodborne, I made it a little bit further than in Demon's Souls, but still not far. And then there was Lies of P, which I actually liked probably the most out of those. And in that one, I actually beat few bosses, and well, I still kind of quit. But this, before I go into this, let me just check a few things, just real quick. That's weird. It's not raining fire. No locusts either. Not even a meteorite. Huh. Yeah, hello. Is this Satan?
Yes, this is Satan.
Great. Yeah, I need to ask you something. Has hell frozen over yet?
No, it hasn't frozen over.
Well, that's excellent. I got nothing else. Goodbye. Come on. Bark. Say woof woof. Well, this is weird. This is really awkward. None of those signs of apocalypse were out there, so they put easy mode in this. They call it Souls-like game, but they put story mode in this. Story mode being easy mode. How is that possible? I heard you can't make Souls game with easy difficulty mode. How is that? What's that? Huh? Apparently this game is as huge breakthrough in science as antibiotics. They made Souls-like game and they put easy mode in it. I have no idea how that happened, but it did. And guess what? I played this through using story mode and I enjoyed it. People who always defend Souls games, if you put easy mode, it'll break the game and you won't be able to enjoy it. Well, guess what? I played this using story mode and I enjoy it. I played this game through. First Souls game I played through and I enjoyed it because it had easy mode. That's right. Fuck you. Fuck you and your fucking, I don't know. Okay, I still kind of get the whole Souls hard mode thing, you know. That's your thing? That's your thing? You can have it. You can have it. I ain't gonna force anyone to put easy mode in their games. All I'm saying is, I'm more likely to buy them if they do have easy mode and they're Souls-like games. Usually I play my games on normal mode. I'm not like the greatest gamer out there, but if it's Souls-like game, yeah, I'm probably staying the fuck off. This one, easy mode. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I played through the whole game. I fucking enjoyed it. Boss fights, loved them. I played the bosses on Lies of P. They were alright, but I didn't enjoy them as much as in this one. This one, the action is more fluid, it's better, you know, all the parrying, the dodging, it felt good. I really enjoyed this. It was fantastic. All the special moves you get, the action was unlike any other Souls game I've ever played, which is Demon's Souls, Bloodborne and Lies of P. Although I've heard that this was more like a Sekiro, which is more relying on the parrying and dodging or something. Or maybe just the parrying, I don't know. But also, to be completely fair, I do feel like this game was more like a Nier Automata, which was a game that I fucking loved. That was a masterpiece game. This wasn't quite as good as that, but this was still really enjoyable. I did enjoy my time. I wouldn't say this is the game of the year though. A lot of people are saying that just to, you know, fuck with journals or something like that. And of course the other side, the game journalists and game companies that do the things they do, they say the opposite. So, you know, they always go too hard on one side or the other. So, you know, I'd say this is a really good 8.5. Not quite 9, but 8.5. I enjoyed this. And the graphical style, it looks great. And just the enemies, they look so fantastic. Just really disgusting but cool looking monsters, especially the bosses. Yeah, I was really enjoying this. And hey, can't lie, the main character, she is easy on the eyes. So yeah, but good game. I liked it. I really did enjoy this. And I got nothing else here, so fuck off. And I'll fuck off and we'll fuck back here once I upload more videos. Unless you got mad, because I took a little dump on Souls gamers. I didn't mean it. They're passionate fans of their thing, and trust me, I don't like when people screw with my things either, you know? So, I get pissed off too. I'm just a human being, so, I get it. So, you know, calm down. But anyway, I'm gonna go, and you go too, and have a great evening.